guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So today I decided to do this like purple vibes cut crease. I love like the glitter in the crease of the eye. I feel like it makes a simple look super dramatic without making it look too dramatic. So if you guys would like to see how I got this look, just keep watching. If you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm starting off with the Morphe 35C color, and I'm using this light purple color. When I use color on my eye, I always start with the lightest shade and then go deeper and deeper and deeper and lower into my crease. So this light purple shade is just going to be the base, and it's going to be like, you know, create that shadow effect. So then using the denser brush and a darker purple, I'm going to layer that right on there in my crease and like a little further in my crease, and as well as like in my upper crease area, just so it creates like a nice flow in the transition. And then I'm going to take an even darker purple, and that's from the 35D palette. I'm going to layer that again on top. As you guys see, this color is what really helped me to create that dimension. And when you layer the colors, you kind of ease into the dimension versus just going from light to dark. So it's like I'm easing my way in there. Then I'm going to go back in with that purple shade just to bring back that transition so you can actually see that it's going from light to dark and it's not harsh. Then I just took a black shadow and I placed that right on the outer V of my eye. And then I take that same brush to just blend out like that crease area, because as you guys see, like sometimes the shadow can create harshness and you don't want to see harshness. So then I just took like a really fluffy brush and like brushed that very, very lightly, not using a lot of pressure, right above my crease just to create so it's it looks smoother. So then I'm going to carve out my crease using this NYX Primer, the white one. I like the white one just because it gives a better color payoff for when you place the shadow on top. I'm very careful when I do this, and I make sure I cover my whole eyelid just so that it's like, you want to make sure like, so when you open, like you can still see your eye. And I always spray my shadows with Fix Plus or some sort of setting spray before I place it on my eye, just for a better color payoff. Then I went back and defined that black shadow, and of course you want to make sure that those two colors transition well, so I blended them together. And then I'm going to apply my wing liner and my false lashes. And my false lashes are from the Vegasnay lashes. It came in like a set of 3. For the glitter in my crease, I'm using a NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm using a NYX glitter, and it's like, I'll have the shade down below, but it's like a silver with like these other color reflexes, and I only place it to where like that silver color is on my lid. Like I don't go to the black part of where the eyeshadow is. And I'm using this NYX primer, the spray primer. Foundation is the Studio Fix in NW45, and I'm blending that out with my Real Techniques brush. And then for my concealer, I'm using the Cool Tan from LA Girl Pro, and I'm using a Real Techniques sponge to blend that out. And I know I said like I like the Real Techniques sponges. They're cool, but they're not as durable as the actual beauty blender. Like the beauty blender, you can use them longer, and because like I use my Real Techniques sponge so much on a lot of people, it goes like, it gets old really quickly. Like I feel like with the beauty blender you have, it's like more longevity with it. And I did spray my concealer with Fix Plus before blending it out, just to make sure. Like I like to spray each layer. I feel like it makes the makeup last longer. And when I blend out the concealer, I do not move the concealer. I just pounce right on top of it, keeping it where it's at, because you don't want your skin to look blotchy, because when you start to move the product around too much, that's what can happen. And I've just been doing my makeup kind of more natural lately, so I don't really contour my nose. I just take my foundation brush and kind of run it on the side. And I'm using a brush to just set underneath my eyes so I don't get any creasing, and I will lightly set everywhere else that I place that concealer. I want to make sure I set my smile line so I'm not looking like an old lady in 2 hours. And then I'm going to further set my face with this Ulta pressed powder. It's the yellow one, and I really like this powder. Like I said, this is good if you have normal to dry skin. I feel like if you have oily skin, you can still use it, but you also want to make sure you bake. I'm listening to Tony Robinson, like this motivational video, and he had me hype over here. But yeah, I'm going to contour my face, and I'm going to make sure that I go over that with the foundation powder the same color as me, just so that there is no harshness between the highlight and the contour. And applying a powder that's light is an easy way to give your highlight more definition. If you struggle with trying to make it look like you have a highlight and contour, you can take a pressed powder, same color as you, that's kind of like 3 to 4 shades lighter than you, and run that under your eye, and that'll kind of lift that area up. As you guys can see, like, it made such a difference. And then as always, I love to highlight the inner corner of my eye. I feel like it just opens the eyes up even more. And then I did place black liner in my waterline off camera, and then I'm going to smudge it out with this purple just so the top and the bottom of my eye match. And I'm using this Morphe, I believe it's the M501 brush, that's just like a guess for my highlight, and I'm using Topaz from Becca to highlight my face. And then once I'm done applying my highlight, I will use blush. I love blush. I feel like blush really just brings the highlight and the contour together, and it just makes it, I feel like it gives that professional touch. I don't know, I just love blush. But this blush is from Maybelline, and I do kind of apply a generous amount. For my lips, I'm using Chestnut liner from MAC. This is like my favorite liner. This is my favorite lip combination, actually. And then I'm using Fortune Cookie, the buttergloss from NYX. And after that, that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.